sure that we pass every test that comes our way. Tonight we gotta have something to say, and you know how we play. Every night we come on through at 1 o'clock, and we sometimes wait on the dock and wait for the clock to turn one, and we do that thing until it's done. About an hour, maybe a little bit of change, and we're gonna make sure we say something strange, but we're not doing something strange. I mean, should I say strange for some change? But we make sure that we make this thing hot, and we gonna do that thing and tonight. Do it a lot. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, I ain't right. I ain't right, but it's gonna be all right. Hump Day Wednesday, all up in your area. The Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host on 752. Tonight on the Daily Go Getimism Show, we talking about too old to be getting pregnant. Too old to be getting pregnant. How is it a thing? Is it a thing? Listen, man. I don't know about a lot of y'all, but with so many people that I know who got pregnant or got somebody pregnant way before they wanted to, you know, I don't know a lot of people who aimed right for that. Even certain people that were married, you know, they sort of took it as the surprise that it came. But after you get to a certain age, a certain time in your life, a certain period, a certain level, a certain place, you probably are ready to shut it down. Like, listen, I'm not trying to be worried about bringing another life into this world, and I ain't really trying to be having to worry about that all the time. So, you know, you might get to your 40s and 50s, definitely your 50s, and you're thinking like, yeah, all of those pregnancy games are left behind. But we know certain celebrities and maybe certain people that you know in your family or in your social circle, people that you know of, heard of, are aware of, have had children, either father children later in their lives, way after middle age, or maybe even some women who had who had children way after the should I say I'm not going to say post menopause because that's impossible, but what I'm going to say is past anything past 40. When you have a child past the age of 40, a lot of people look at that as like, yo, you a late bloomer, especially if that's your first child, or there are big gaps in between the ages of your children. So you might have like a 20-something year old, and here you are adding on a brand new baby, 22 year age difference between your children. But it happens, and you can't tell anybody when it's time for them to have children, just like nobody told you when it was time for you to have yours. You know the activity that led up to it, and you got to deal with the consequences, baby. But we're gonna talk about it tonight. Too old to be getting pregnant, and it's also like too old to be getting pregnant and / too old to be getting somebody pregnant. Like, yo, man, what is you doing? What are you doing, Grandpa? Ready to add on? You out there doing your Robert De Niro, your Al Pacino, your Tony Randall. I don't know if y'all know Tony Randall, before he passed away at the age of 84. At the age of 84, had his last child at the age of 79 years old. Is that fair? Is it fair to bring a child into your life, into this world, at such an older age like that? How much time do you have left? And I'm not trying to talk about your mortality, but when you have children, you always have to think about your mortality, even if you're younger, because every woman who has ever had a baby through natural birth has risked their life in birth, giving birth. Many women did not make it. Many women have not made it. So that's what we talk about tonight. That's what we talk about tonight. Too old. Yo, you need to. You need to tell me you still gotta wear a condom when the diaphragm is what? But you're premenopausal, baby. And the doctor told you can still. Well, it happens every day, you know. Somebody's gonna let it go. She's 6 months, it shows. But she 46, yo. I can't judge that, but That's where it's at for them. You do your own thing, yeah. Kings and queens giving princes and princesses a brand new lesson. We gonna talk about tonight. Yes, get a mind right. It's the daily. It's the daily go get a missing show. You think it ain't when it is. You think it won't when it wins. We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting, and everything is gonna be alright. We talk about too old to be getting pregnant tonight. Yeah, y'all know how it go. It's the DG show. I said, what? I said, what? I said, son 77, son 77, urban therapy with son 752, and you know how we do. I said, every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Son 752, aka Omar with the rrrr. And if you can't say Omar with the rrrr, well then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Getimism show all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Tonight on the Daily Go Getimism show, we are talking about too old to be getting pregnant. How old is too old to be getting pregnant, or too old to be getting somebody pregnant? For some people, it might be 30 years old, because some people already have like 6, 7 children by the time they touch 30. You 29 and you already got 8. It happens. You can start early or early in your teens, and you just kept blip, 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 blip. I got a story to tell. Yeah, my stomach will swell, and after 9 months, it's crazy as hell. What up, y'all? What up, my peoples? Dingleberries. Dingleberry, what's going on? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. And my mellow, my man, Word of Bremen is all up in the house. That's right, Germany. Ali Mine is already all up in here. All up in here. Shirley Shirl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. T. Carrie Wright, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. What's going on? And also Zaire Brown. Yo, hello. Hold on, he says. How's your day been? Man, my day has been spectacular. Or at least good enough. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. And Andy Cipriano. Andres, can we call in? Yes, you can. 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said the 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. Call 319-527-6199. Press number 1, and that will let me know that you would like to speak, and then I will call you out by the last 4 digits of your telephone number. This is the Daily Go Getimism show. I'm your host, Son 752. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Tonight on the Daily Go Getimism show, we are talking about too old to be getting pregnant. Too old to be getting somebody pregnant. How old is too old for somebody to be fathering a child, mothering a child, carrying a baby, a whole baby? Janet Jackson did it at 50 years old, still lying, saying, this is my first child. You're lying, baby, but it's okay. It's okay. Some people don't care that you already had a baby that you kept in the tuck. Ask Rebe. Rebe Jackson if this is Janet's first baby. Don't blow it up. As long as the baby was taken care of. Dingleberry says, what's your name? My name is Robert. Okay, that's what's up. Zaire says 42. Hey, that sounds feasible to me. 42 years old. That sounds reasonable. I'm going to say 40. 40. Listen, you had 40 years to get this thing done. 40 years. You have 40 years to step this thing up. But I can't tell anybody when it's time to become a new mom or dad. Shoot, a lot of people only let nature do it. And nature will tell you when it's time for you to be a new mom or a new dad. But we're gonna talk about it tonight. Too old to be getting pregnant. What y'all know? What y'all know? I need y'all stories. You can call in 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. Press number 1, and that will let me know that you would like to speak. I'll get you on up in here with the quickness. I see that we have a caller on the line already. Caller on the line already with the last number is 0279. I'm going to grab you in just a second. Just want to take care of a little administrative business before, but I'm definitely going to come and get you. So just bear with me for a hot second. Shaba Mensa says, "Ha ha, it's Uncle Pookie." No, it's not. If I had a last name, if I had a nickname, it'd be a dope nickname. Not no Boo Boo or Pooh or Pookie or Raven. Those whack ass. Those are those cookie cutter, movie last names. Around my way, we had last names like, we had nicknames like Black, like Skeet, like Rock. You know what I mean? Like Jam. Of course, there were a lot of Boos and a lot of Poos. Not no Pookies though. I didn't know one Pookie. The one called Snow. What's good? What's good? Thanks for coming through. Hold on. You said I'll just call you Buddy for the time. I'm Sun752, or you can call me Omar. Either way, it's all good. It's all good. Those are the names that I answer to. Either Sun, you can just call. You don't have to say Sun752. I ain't trying. We're not doing all of that. Cheryl says, if the horse is still strong, don't send it to the glue factory. Yeah, you don't have to go to the glue factory, but you ain't got to be running no races either. You know what I'm saying? You can stud out. But sheesh. Word says, I think y'all had enough of me. Nah. You good. You straight. Zaire says, the perfect age to mother or father a child is 28 or 30 because you will be mature and successful enough to parent a child. You know what? I would agree with that, except for one little small thing. One little tiny detail that's mixed up in my culture. A lot of people that I know, unfortunately, at somewhere between 20 and 30, either already have children, and unfortunately they're separated from their children because a lot of them have been in and out of jail, mixed up in the legal system for all kinds of different crimes, selling drugs, using drugs, violent crimes, robbery, all kinds of shit. Young black men get tied up in shit. So I know a lot of people who didn't get their shit together until well into their 30s. Otherwise, I agree that that's a very good age, and you should be mature enough at between 28 and 30. You had enough time to take care of your educational pursuits. Of course, a lot of people go ahead and pursue higher learning later on, returning students, doing things like that. So it's hard to say. But one thing is for sure, nature will tell you exactly when it's time. You be like, no, this ain't good. This ain't good. You know what I mean? I was looking for a hot girl summer. Oh yeah, you gonna be a hot girl. You gonna be a hot girl, all right. Your baby ain't being born. Let me just put it this way. You giving birth to a Scorpio. And you knew you was pregnant since Pisces. Handle that. You've been pregnant. You conceived in Pisces. You gonna have a Scorpio. Mess around and have a Sagittarius. All right. All right. Career. Nah, I'm not gonna get into what I do for a living. We ain't. That's not gonna do anybody any good. Just know I make enough money to do what I want to do. No, I don't. There's shit I want to do. Anyway, Dingleberry says, "You're buddy to me until you give us your name, big dog." Okay, well, In my intros, when I'm beating on tables and shit, I say my name is Sun 752, aka Omar with the rrr. I don't. Maybe you want another name. I don't know. I don't know. My peoples. Zaire says I love the JNJYNXZI in the background. What's that? And I agree with that 100%. All right, TK right says, I don't have that experience. The people that I know don't have children at all, or they had them late. Oh, okay. All right. All right. That's right. Pregnant since Pisces. You was pregnant since Pisces. You know, conceived right around the end of Aquarius. You know what it's gonna be. You know what it's gonna be. You know what it's gonna be. Where the necklaces at? Oh, they coming. They coming. We gonna get dressed, and then we gonna take the caller and we gonna rock. Zaya says the person playing in the background. The person playing in the background? Yo, you scaring me. Word says, well, I'm Pisces. I still don't mean anything to anybody. That might be a good thing. Let's get dressed, y'all. Let's put on our uniforms. It's time to put these scrubs on. It's time to put these pants on. It's time for you to put your logo. Rock your logo. Rock your logo. Time for me to put on my joint and jump pogo. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna get my chains ready. Now it's time for y'all. It's time for y'all to choose which one y'all want to wear. Right or left? Right or left? Right or left? Right or left? My right is your right. My left is your left. Is it right or left? Right or left? Cheryl says right. Is it going to stay that way? Right or left? Right or left? We don't have. Well, you got one vote. I said right or left. Right or left? Y'all keep on lunching. We gonna do it the right. Oh, we got one for the left. I see. We got one for the left. I see. I need a tiebreaker. I need a tiebreaker. Need a tiebreaker. Okay. T Carry right says right. Zaire says both. We could do both, but we not gonna do both. Right or left? How many we got? We got Cheryl for the right. 2 for the right, 1 for the left. All right, until the tiebreaker. Going once, going twice. It said once, twice. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be the right. Everybody said the right. Everybody said the right. Sorry, Cheryl, we get at you another day. You know, you win some, you lose some, you win a lot. There you go. There you go. Wait a minute. I said, wait a minute. I ain't do it like that. All right, that's good. That's good. It's good. Looking right. Looking right. Pull back. Okay. I don't know. This picture look a little bit more spectacular. It looks more spectacular than the regular one. It's like extra lighting there, huh? Good. See, look at y'all, looking pretty, looking beautiful, looking lovely, looking gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, gorgeous. Looking handsome, looking debonair, looking suave, looking slick, looking fly. Y'all look good. Make sure y'all get that screenshot. You looking real good. Yeah. Natural Lisa Rap says we cute. Real cute too. Y'all say, oh God, looking like a snack. You look all snacked up. You all snacked up. Somebody's gonna get booed up for the summer. Y'all ain't gonna have to wait till cuffing season. Y'all gonna get cuffed in. You got cuffed in July. You messed around and got cuffed. You got coof. He coofed me. He coofed me in July. That's fly shit. All right, so we talking about too old to get pregnant, too old to be getting somebody pregnant. We have a call on the line, and without any further ado, I want to thank the caller for holding on. Caller with the last numbers 0279. Thank you for holding. Thank you for being patient. Welcome to the Daily Go Gettemism Show. What's on your mind this late hour? What's good? Talk to me.
Omar, thank you for taking my call. How we living?
We living, we living like kings and queens, all kinds of fancy things, chains, bracelets, and rings. That's what we doing. What say
Yes,
you?
sir. Quick question for you. I got a kind of on the subject, Omar, for you. Living girlfriend just had a miscarriage. First time going through it. Any experience?
Yeah, with the miscarriage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, what are your concerns?
Um, it was my no kids. We didn't think we could have one. It was a surprise. It was welcome, and just trying to fill out the emotions.
Mhm. If I can ask you, why didn't you think that you could have children? Why did the both of you think that you
Ah,
couldn't have children? Because I've been through this before. I've seen this before, and I've heard it a
sure.
lot of times. And everybody has a different story. So I'm curious.
We've been together 7 years, lived together, and we've been at it, and nothing's happened. So this kind of came out of left field.
Okay, okay. There's so many things that have to align themselves in order in order for a pregnancy to come along. Because I was similar to you. I was going with a woman for 7 years, unprotected the whole time, just about. And yeah, and I never got her pregnant. However, as soon as we broke up, she got pregnant fast by some dude. And I got a chick pregnant. And so sometimes I don't know if like the sperms and the egg just ain't they ain't lining up. I don't know if the egg is ducking. Like, yo, no, oh, y'all, why y'all swimming at me? No, I don't know. But the thing is, when a woman has a miscarriage, it can be devastating to her psyche.
Mm-hmm.
Her emotional hormones might really be in a tailspin, because a miscarriage is like having a child. It's different from, like, people go through postpartum when they have a child, or when they have a miscarriage,
Mm-hmm.
and also when they go through an abortion. And if a man isn't understanding, like I see that you're trying to be, it can be extremely hard on a woman, extremely hard. We don't, as men, we don't know what it's like to carry a child. We don't know what it's like to feel that type of hormonal activity inside of us. But we do know what it's like to anticipate a child coming, and to prepare for it, and to really want the child to make it into this world. So it can be tough for the mother and the father in that situation. So I want to say condolences to you and your lady, for that experience. But the best thing that I can tell you to do for her is to be there for her. Listen to her. Give her time to heal, because there is actually a physical healing process that goes along with that, and there's an emotional healing process. And the good part is that both of you were excited and looking forward to having a child. So if you did it once, you can do it again. And now there
Mm-hmm.
can be a whole lot of things that can prevent a woman from getting pregnant. She can be stressed out. There can be some physical things that are going on, or whatever. But if it happened once, it can happen again. So you either have to be really careful not to make it happen again if you don't want to go through it, or you have to
Yeah.
try to remember what y'all did that first time to make that pregnancy happen. And I'll tell you some other things that I found out. I found out that when a man, you know that a man determines the sex of the child. There's actually the sperms are actually living inside of us. So you know this biology, right? But
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
I've heard that I know for a fact that when a man is going through a lot of stressful situations, worrying, depression, and things like that, he actually creates he creates more estrogen in his body than testosterone. So he's more likely to produce girls when he's under a lot of stress. So if you want to have children, let's say if you really want to have a boy, you're going to have to do some
I
things
do.
internally. Yeah. So try to get yourself in the best emotional shape that you can so you can produce more testosterone, which will give you a greater likelihood to have a boy. And good luck.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Omar. One last question for you, sir. Do you think it would be a can of worms to try to go the in vitro route?
No, that's a really, really personal decision. I can't advise it one way
Mm-hmm.
or another, but I will say this. I don't know how old you are. Are you? Do you have concern?
34.
You're 34. Okay. Is your woman? Is she around the same age?
37.
Okay, so she's getting pretty close to the 40 thing. So she still has a.
Yeah, yeah.
I would say keep. I would say keep. Personally, I would keep trying to go the natural route before I
Okay.
went to the, because I don't, listen, man, these doctors and scientists, they messing around with our reproductive systems. Don't, y'all got it done on your own the
True.
first time, you can get it done again, you know.
Okay. I appreciate the words of wisdom.
Well, I appreciate you calling in. And but before you go, let me just ask you this. What do you think,
Mm-hmm.
even though you're going through this yourself, what do you think is the age where a man probably shouldn't try to father any children anymore? And what age do you think a woman shouldn't father shouldn't give birth or try to give birth anymore?
I mean, I would say with the lady being, her being a little 37, I'm not sure if that has something to play with this, but I can assume age probably doesn't help on the lady side. And for the guys, I mean, I want to knock this out now while I'm in my mid 30s.
I hear you. I hear you. And that's a really good age. I had my first child at 35.
No kidding.
Yeah, 35. So
Was it a boy or a girl?
it was a girl. I knew it was going to be a girl. The things that were going on in my life at
Right
the
on.
time, it was a boy was not possible. And it had me wondering if maybe I bought into this shit too much. But I knew as soon as she told me she was pregnant, I was like, that's a girl. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. And it was. So, yeah. So,
That's a blessing, man. How many kids do you got, Omar?
I only have one biological one. I've taken care of children, and there are children that I consider to be mine. There are other children that call me father and dad, and they range from different ages. At different points. You have to understand, I'm 53. I'll be 54 next month.
Okay.
So I've been around a little bit. I've been in a few homes. You know what I mean? I done took a few
Mm-hmm.
trips to some
Yes, sir.
amusement parks and zoos, and you know, I've had a few Christmases under my belt and birthdays and shit. So you know how it goes. You know how it goes.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, but listen, parenthood is, I mean, it's a blessing. It really is, and a lot of people really
It's
can't do it.
scary.
And for the people who can't do it, it's a soft spot for them. It's a sore spot for them. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
it's something that you carry with you your whole life. Even if you adopt, you want to know what it's like to have your own. Because there's hereditary information in there. There are things that just can't be duplicated. So
Why do they say it's bad just to have one child? Is that because they get lonely?
wait, what? Can you repeat the question?
One time, my uncles, they say like don't have one child, try to have two. Is that because they get lonely?
Having multiple children helps a child in multiple ways. It helps them to develop themselves socially. It helps them with learning how to be dependent and independent at the same time. It teaches them how to make choices. It teaches them because siblings support each other and they also tease each other. It kind of toughens them up. It gives them not
Mm-hmm.
only a playmate, but it also gives them a resource. and a teammate. You know, it's like you know those brothers over there. They look out for each other. They take care of each other. So if you fight one, you got to fight both of them. And you know they're not going to let anybody. They're not going to let anything happen to each other. And other children respect that. They really do. So yeah, I think it's
Okay,
better.
that makes sense.
If I had my choice, I would have had more than one. The cards didn't fall in you know in that way for me, not biologically.
Yeah.
You know that's a whole nother story. But you know, but yeah, I should have had more than one, and but you know it is what it is. But my daughter has a brother. Her mother had a son before her, so you know so she's not an only child. But yeah,
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
good.
man. Growing up as an only child is rough. I wouldn't want that for mine.
Yeah, and you gotta watch out because they say after the first one, then they just start popping out. It's like breaking the ice. You know, old heads have been telling me that for a long time, and I've learned it to be true. I know people who started having children late. I knew a woman who had her first child when she was young, and then she didn't have her other children until that first child was like 20 years old. Then she had three more girls. She was like in her 40s.
Man,
Yeah, shit happens. It happens.
she's from Guatemala. That's going to be me.
Well, shoot. If she's from Guatemala, not to be stereotypical, but yeah, y'all should start adding on quick.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, good luck. Good luck and do. But before you go, let me ask you one more question. All right,
Please do.
Tony Randall, the actor Tony Randall, the one that used to star on The Odd Couple. He had his last child. He fathered his last child with his young wife at age 79,
Man.
and he passed when he was 84. Do you think that it was fair for him to do that?
Ah, man. That's rough on Mark. My pop, he had a little one at 54.
Okay.
And I've seen it on him. It's been tough on him.
Okay. Is your dad still alive?
Yes, he's still working too.
Well, that's good because my dad had his last one at age 60, and he passed.
Man, how did he do?
Well, you know, my dad had a lot of kids. He had a lot of kids. He
Okay.
always wanted a really big family. So, you know, but my dad passed at age 84. So my baby brother only had 24 years with his dad. As a matter of fact, 23. So,
Man.
thinking back on it, but they were very close too, which actually made it harder. Socially, it was a good thing, but emotionally, for my baby brother, he really needed his dad, and it was really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really hard on him. But my dad spent a lot of time with him, and he had a lot of energy, even in his 60s and 70s. But then he got sick in his 80s, and so those.
How's your little bro now?
He's okay. He's doing well. He has a daughter himself, and he had his daughter
Oh,
when
right
he was
on.
about 19, something like that. No, my baby brother's a bit
Yeah,
of a
man.
weirdo. I mean, no bullshit. He's a weirdo, but hey, I mean, love is love.
Yeah, that'd be family.
Hey, it is what it is. But yeah, so I'm thinking that a man in his 70s, I'm having children that late. I don't know if that's fair to your spouse, your children, or anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just you really racing against the clock, and you could easily say that you're racing against the clock at any age. But come on, man. You know what I mean? You got to give yourself a reasonable chance in your 20s, 30s, and even 40s. But damn, your 70s? You ain't on your way up, Papa. You
Hey,
granddad
Omar, what do
daddy.
you think about people adopting when they get older to adopt kids to take care of them. You ever hear about that?
Yeah, I know people who have done it, and I think it's a noble idea because at least, unless they adopt a baby, you know, if they adopt like a preteen or something like that, I think that's a better idea because everybody knows what's involved here. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you're not gonna suddenly fall ill and leave a toddler behind. You know, so that's what if I was ever to consider adoption, I would adopt somebody like a preteen or a teenager or something like that. Somebody who needs help, maybe a troubled youth or something like that. That I would think that I could influence and help out.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, that changed their lives. It was beautiful.
I definitely believe in the children. They really are our future. They are the ones who are going to take care of us in the end. But I ain't trying to leave behind no 5-year old, no 6-year old, anything in single digits. That ain't, I don't know. That doesn't sit well with me. And we can, you know,
Yeah, that's rough for them.
tomorrow's not promised to any of us, but come on, man. You in your 70s. Not only is it not promised, man, that shit might not show up. Just kidding around, but you know how it goes. You know.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I'm gonna start doing some push-ups so more get the testosterone up.
Yeah, do some push-ups. Definitely work on your cardio. You know, read something, watch good videos. You know, do there's certain things you can do to relax yourself and to get your pituitary gland in the right place. Yoga, you know, martial arts, definitely any cardiovascular exercise. You know, work on your muscles. Do whatever you think you can, whatever you enjoy a lot. In the natural realm, you know, don't mess around with no drugs and no shit like that. You know, but yeah, try to do those things and prepare yourself for fatherhood. You can get that boy. I know you can do it.
Man, I want one, man. If I could just get that one boy on mine, that'd be nice.
Listen, man, have a talk with your woman. Have a talk with her and let her know how you feeling and let her know that you're supportive of her and that no matter what happens, y'all already had each other, y'all still have each other, but y'all can make this happen. Tell them that Omar on the Daily Go Get 'Emism show, you know, gave you a little pep talk and a couple of ideas, and let's go ahead and implement them things.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Omar, for your time. I appreciate you.
All right, man. One love. You have a great night.
You too, Omar. Bye-bye.
All right. Good call. Good call. I ain't see that coming. That's good shit right there. That's good shit, man. If y'all want to call in 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. Press number 1. That will let me know that you would like to speak, and then I will call you out by the last 4 digits of your telephone number, and you can say whatever you need to say. I mean, I wish that brother, you know, the most luck, because he sounds like he's really trying to do this. You know what I mean? I'm feeling inspired. You know what I mean? I'm feeling inspired, y'all. Y'all sound me. I'm chill. But we're talking about too old to get pregnant, too old to get somebody pregnant. What do y'all think? What up, Mud Bogs? What's good? Dice Roll. What up, my peoples? Info Spot 411. My peoples. Thanks for coming through, y'all. Appreciate y'all. And my girl, Naturalista Rap. What's going on, ma? Thanks for coming on by, Ducky. Oh, wait, hold up. Ducky said something interesting. He said, I just want 2. And he says, after that, I feel like it's too expensive in the world. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you how I feel and what I know. Listen, never think or never limit yourself to how many children you will have based on what you think that they're going to cost. Because your love for your children will motivate you to make whatever you need to make in order to take care of them and make them well adjusted and afford whatever you need to afford. If children, there are 2 things that a man should be totally motivated to get this money for. The first one is pussy. And I don't mean the physical pussy that's on a woman, but everything associated with pussy. Because with a man, everything he does, if he's a heterosexual man, revolves around the pussy. Because it all revolves around getting that woman. You rock jewels, it ain't for the fellas. You want a nice car? Yeah, you like the ride and all of that. But guess who you want in that passenger seat? It ain't your man's. Well, it might sometimes be your man's, but y'all going to go pick up some chicks. You want a nice house? Who you want to live in a house? Who are you thinking about doing the cooking and the cleaning and the decorating and the holding it down and making sure that it's a real home-like, cozy environment? We ain't even going to talk about children because you know what that's about. Even if you just want to stack cash, what you stacking cash for? And let me tell y'all something that I know for a fact. I'm not even going to take no disagreements on this. Nobody makes a man like a woman does. Nobody. It's you can call it a head game, capping you up, all that. It doesn't matter. When a woman gets in this ear and she tell you, yo, you are the motherfucking man. There's nothing you can do, baby. I mean, you can't do, baby. Don't let them haters be getting all in your head telling you what you can do. You built for this shit. You might be like, yo, she probably say that shit to everybody, but she's saying that shit to you. And that shit is going to mean something. Like, all I know is that when me and her was by ourselves, she told me this shit. She got up real close, grabbed me on the chest. I normally feel her titty. She put her hand on my chest and got close in my ear. And she said, yo, I love you so much because you the motherfucking man. I ain't never met nobody like you. You are fascinating. And listen, whatever you need me to do, I'll do it. Wherever you need me to be, I'll be there. Because I believe in you. I thank God for you. I pray for you every night. Nothing makes a man feel like a woman. Man, you shoot basketball. You make shots, 3-pointers, dunking and all of that shit. Yeah, dudes is like, ooh, but they hating. Them women in them stands. Everything you do, heterosexual man, revolves around that pussy in some kind of way. I ain't saying that you tricking. But if it ain't a woman involved in your motivation, then what you doing it for? What you doing it for? I mean, you can't be talking like women be talking like, I ain't doing this for no man. You know, shoot, I do this for myself. You don't hear no niggas talking like that shit. That shit crazy. That shit sound ridiculous. What you talking about? You got a face full of makeup for yourself. You got the long ass eyelashes looking like eye awnings and shit. This shit looking all crazy for yourself. You got on heels. You bought this nice dress. You know what I mean? You out here shining, looking for yourself, huh? Yeah, just for me. Stop lying. So, anyway, let's get back on this thing. So I just wanted to say that when it comes to having children, don't be discouraged from having multiple children, especially if your children are being procreated, or conceived out of love, because your love for your woman and your love for your children will make you produce however many you want to produce, and it will make you take care of how many that there are. So they need money for college. Shit, you gonna get that money. They need money for private schools. You gonna come up with that money. You know what I mean? Multiple Christmases, birthdays, all that old shit. You gonna make a way. You gonna get creative. You know what I mean? And personally, just on some old historical shit. See, my ancestors in this country was slaves, so we didn't even have the power to say when we would have children, produce children. When we did reproduce children, they became slaves too, so it actually worked for massa. You know what I'm saying? So we would have multiple children, and then when we were freed as slaves, we couldn't. Most of us couldn't read, write, or count, or any of those things, and we still had a lot of children. And we ain't had the money or the means to take care of them, other than the trades that we had learned as slaves, and we made it happen. We made that shit happen. So whenever I hear black people talking about something, yo, kids too expensive, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. What do you know? What you know? Your great grandmom probably had like 10 kids. She couldn't read, write, count, or whatever, but she knew how to sew. She knew how to till a garden. She knew how to clean a house. She knew how to do some blacksmithing, some horse raising, some pig picking, whatever she did. But she made sure all of y'all were fed, all of y'all were housed, all of y'all were clothed, and all of that shit with what little resources that she had. So you have the whole world on your side. You are 100% literate. You are, you got skills to pay the bills and all of that. And you talking about, yeah, I can't be having them multiple kids. It's too expensive. Shit. That's only because you thinking about how much money you need to be left over. You gotta take care of the matter at hand. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. And I ain't telling nobody to go out and get pregnant right now. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all middle aged, you ain't got no better than 45 years old. You getting pregnant, you got a girl pregnant. I know a lot of dudes like that though. I do. I know a lot of dudes like that. Already got kids like 20 years old, 25 years old. You know what I mean? You done mess around. Here you are 45. You done mess around with this chick. She's 27, 28 years old. You are here beating your chest because you got one on the way. Fuck you doing? You mad at her all the time because she's still young. She's still out there a little bit playing games with your head. You done seen all of this bullshit. You mad at her. People be thinking, all that glorification that they got with that sugar daddy shit, it ain't sweet like that. It is not sweet like that. You got yourself a young John, you got to deal with all that old dumb shit. You might find yourself ducking shots in the projects at 5 o'clock in the morning, and you got to be up. You got to be at work by 8:30. She calls you from the middle of the project, like, babe, you got to come get me. I'm down here in Keisha's house, and these niggas, like, what? Fuck. I may have to call out today. Here you are down trying to rescue your chicken projects. Saying you should have got yourself like a 35-year-old, son, you know what I mean? Messing around with the young John, you know what I'm saying? She all young, fertile Myrtle. You got a baby on the way. You just broke her out of the projects. You gotta be to work at 8:30. Like, you all right, babe? Yeah, we good, babe. Yeah, thank you for coming to get us. The fuck. Anyway, Mikey, man, what's going on? What's going on? Thanks for coming through, my peoples. And Yaya Test says, I'm scared. All right, we good? Everybody all right? We all right? Listen, man, I can't read all y'all comments right now because I see y'all been talking. I just want to make sure that I acknowledge everybody. If I missed anybody, I'm not skipping over you. I just didn't see you. That's all. Like Naveed. And who else? Jacob B. What's going on? And yeah, what's your favorite fruit? My favorite fruit is a fruit that I'm not able to eat right now. Cherries, goddamn. I was eating a bag of cherries every day. That shit was tearing my stomach out the frame. I'm just starting to get back right. But I like watermelon. My favorite fruit all year round is probably an apple. Probably. That's a pretty good question. But I eat fruit all the time. Cocoa tea. All right, let's go. Oh, wait. Whoa. Okay, that was Zaire. I know I saw somebody dressed in black. All right, I think I'm good. I think I covered everybody. Like I said, if I missed you, I wasn't overstepping you or ignoring you. What's going on, Delaney Rain? What up, Delaney Rain? Thanks for coming through. All right, so yeah, so all right. Now, when the caller was on the line, I was talking about how Tony Randall fathered his last child at age 79, and he died at age 84. Now, I don't know if most of y'all know, but Robert De Niro, I think he was like 77, and Al Pacino just had children. Latest shit in life. You can't tell nobody when to have a child or not. Let me see. When did Robert De Niro have his last child?
According to the Today Show, Gia is De Niro's youngest child, welcomed in April 2023 with girlfriend Tiffany Chen. But like most of his other kids, Gia has been kept out of the public eye. In fact, De Niro's fans didn't even know that he had a seventh child until the actor told ET Canada that he was in fact a dad of 7.
How old was Robert De Niro when he had his last child?
According to the Today Show, the 80-year-old Oscar winner welcomed baby Gia, his 7th child, in April 2023. Robert De Niro is reflecting on how he's changed as a parent, from having older children to his baby daughter, Gia, who recently celebrated her first birthday.
Yo, y'all, he was 80 last year. 80! He said, I'm going to beat Tony Randall. 80 years old, you having your last... Come on, man. Come on, De Niro. Come on, son, what you doing? What do y'all think? Let's go to Al Pacino. Hold on. Let's go to Al Pacino. How old was Al Pacino when he fathered his last child?
According to Business Insider, the 83-year-old actor's publicist, Stan Rosenfield, confirmed to Insider on Friday that Pacino's girlfriend Noor Alfallah, 29, gave birth to a boy.
Yo, he was 82. Al Pacino was 82 when he had his last child. What we doing? What we doing? What are we doing? What are y'all? At least Robert De Niro was young when he had his last child. He was 80. This Al Pacino? Scarface? 82. 82. 82, y'all. What we doing? What we doing? How long? Yo, man, I've never hoped that somebody make it to 100 more than these two. And even if they do, neither one of their children will be of drinking age by the time they... Yo, this is wow. This is wow. He's 82 with a 29-year-old. What are we doing? What are we doing? Yo. What are we doing? Shirley Show says he must have really wanted that boy. Somebody wanted him. Yo, I'm ready to jump out the window on that one, y'all. What we doing, y'all? What we doing? Is it just me? Am I the only one freaked out by that shit? Now, I know none of y'all in that boat. None of y'all in that boat. Yo, please make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. There's no reason it should only be 10 likes up there. We doing work. We putting in work. You know, we're putting in work. I haven't stayed on topic this hard in life. Can we please get the likes up? A couple of likes. Give me some likes. Give me some likes. Some likes. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel. Some likes. Just some likes. Y'all here? Just throwing a... I know sometimes y'all get engrossed in the conversation. Like, oh, I forgot to hit the like. Please remember. Just hit that thing. Boop. Hit the like. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Mikey Man says he has to thank the Academy and Viagra for that one. Levitra, Cialis. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what it is. But honestly, if you take care of your body, a man can reproduce all the way up until he closes his eyes for the last time, no matter how old. You know? No matter how old. Thanks for the likes, y'all. You know what I mean? Thanks for doing me that solid. That's solid. We got half of the 10 just in that little time frame. We could do a little better though. Let's see if we can get let's try to get the likes to at least 20. I think they should be at 30, but you know, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. Wait, I'm a crawl. Wait, man, hold this. This is a better crawling thing. All right. Yeah. So when you hear about extreme stories like that, I mean, that might justify you having a child in your 50s. Like, I was only in my 50s. You know what I'm saying? I was only in my 50s. You know, my baby has a chance. I expect to live to at least 80. You know, so my child will be grown. They'll be grown, 27 years old. You know, some crazy shit. I don't want to motivate nobody to go out and make somebody pregnant tonight, but I do encourage you to go ahead and practice. Practice makes perfect. Maybe if more parents had practiced, not just in the physical act, but in the whole emotional thing, the whole social thing, the whole educational thing, maybe some of these babies out here, they wouldn't be wilding, because they be wilding. Why they always wilding? Daily, go get him as I'm show y'all. Too old to be getting pregnant. Too old to be impregnating somebody. Why you impregnating her? How you going? How your son? How one son and the other son 40 years apart? What we doing? What we doing? The Lady Rain says you gotta crawl before you walk. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I don't know. You know, this is a subject that, like I said, I have experience with. Like I said, my dad was 80. Sorry, wrong. Fact check it. 60 years old when he fathered my baby brother. So I understand it. I didn't approve of that. I definitely didn't stamp it. But I wasn't asked either. He was a grown man. So the decisions that he made, I have to weigh those against the decision I might make in life one day. You never know where life is going to take you. But I can say one thing. Well, let me do this. Let me do this. And I'm struggling with this. What if a couple, similar to my man who called in tonight, what if a couple already has children, but neither one of them, both of them are still able to reproduce children, even though that's not what they want to do? Do you think that it is the responsibility of the woman to make sure that she doesn't want to have, that she doesn't have children if she doesn't want any more? Or do you think that it's the man's responsibility to make sure that he shuts it down? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Personally, I think it's mutual. Y'all should be on the same wavelength when it comes to that. But sometimes in a couple, sometimes one person still wants to have children and the other one doesn't, but they haven't been honest with each other. So she been looking to be oopsed. She been looking to be oopsed into a baby. and he been looking to be like, oh, I thought I pulled out. I really did. You mean to tell me this is your ovulation period? I didn't know that. Oh my God. And while we're talking about that, if one or both of them isn't on the same page to have another child, should they go ahead and say, well, we here, we gotta do it, or is it okay for one to suggest terminating the pregnancy? The only one that can suggest terminating the pregnancy is the man, because all of the power is in the woman. But I'm not trying to get on that negativity tonight. I ain't trying to get on that tight time tonight. You know, I ain't blaming no women for, you know, how they govern their bodies or the decisions that they make. I don't want to do that tonight. So I see some of y'all saying both. Naturalista Rap says both. Mikey Man says both. All right. TK Wright says both, but only a man gives the gift of life. So he doesn't want. So if he doesn't want children, he needs to take precautions. You said only the man gives the gift of life. Wow. You know, some people shaking their head at you like, what is she talking about? Only a woman can give the gift of life. I carry that baby. I carry that baby. Yo, that's my baby. I'm the custodial parent. I raised the baby. I fed the baby. I milked the baby. I took care of the baby. I clothed the baby. Taught the baby. There for the baby. Long after the daddy's gone, yeah, my mother and abilities are on, and ain't nobody taking mine. I went to court, and yeah, no, I took time to tell the judge that I need these baby from me. It's no grudge. Every baby has to have a mommy. They need a daddy too, but not immediately. You gotta grant me this custody, and I know it's not gonna be a problem for me. Ain't on drugs, ain't on welfare. I got the skills, pay the bills, and I share that with my children on a daily basis. Go ahead with that bullshit, change your faces. All right. Shirley Cheryl says, serve and protect. It's up to both of them to make sure that they get what they want. TK Right says, we carry the child, but a man literally plants the seed on our womb. I know this, and a lot of women know this. It doesn't seem to play out that well on the streets. In the classroom, yo, this is actual fact. On the streets, in that crib, like, shit, you ain't carried nothing, nigga. You ain't do nothing. John says, who cares? It takes both basic science. Yeah, it takes both. It takes both to make them, but it doesn't necessarily take both to raise them. So those are the things that you have to take into consideration when you start to have children. If y'all really not on the same page with each other during the pregnancy, things can really go awry. The best laid plans go awry. The last thing you want is a bad baby mom or a bad baby father. You don't want that. And I've seen certain people who were good turn bad. And that's whatever you consider bad to be. All right, so yeah. So that's one thing. I think birth control is definitely the responsibility of all parties involved, both parties involved. And I have to say all parties involved because some people are into swinging, wife swapping, orgies and shit, threesomes, you know, polygamy or polyamory. You know, it's a lot of shit going on. There are a lot of ways to have a baby nowadays. You know, people out here eeny, meeny, miny, mowing it. Now, for yourselves personally, For yourselves personally, have you put a personal age limit on when you would cease to have children? And if so, if you in the chat, please let me know. What age did you get to where you said, nah, I'm shutting this thing down? Shut them down. Shut them down. I'm shut them down. Shut them down. Shut them down. For me, it was 40. Really 39. I wasn't having, listen, man, I was hooked up with this chick at age 40, and she really wanted to do this thing. She was 42. Not 42. She was 40 also. I was like, what are you talking about? I had to back up off of that thing because you know, she was probably gonna make a move. I was scared she was gonna make a move that I didn't agree with. I had to back up off of it and sink the ovaries down. Spermicide and egg. No, anyway. No. Back up off of it and sink the egg down. I had this back up off of it and sit my dick down. Sperm mixed with ovaries. Yeah, I'm fucked up now. Natural Lisa Rap says exactly. Too many people not caring and wondering why each new generation of baby mom and baby dad are clueless, man. Living, love, and light. I really like the topic. That's what's up. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. All right. Living, Love, and Light says 35. All right. So by the time you were 35, you was like, yo, ain't no more train. Yo, don't try to add no more trains on this track. Ain't no more. That's it. That's it. John says before kids have to make sure they're worthy of forever. So what's your ages? TK Wright says mine was 40, but my body had other plans. I'll be goddamn. Yeah, I was like, nah, man, nah. Trying to get on that. No. Shirley Cheryl says I shut it down before my body shut it down. My ovaries were saying, "Oh, come on, I'm ready," but I was like, "You can leave now. Your job is done." Hey, self-awareness ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being self-aware. You should have a number in mind. And if you're not sure, then that means that you need to take certain precautions. If you're not sure if you want to, maybe you haven't found the love of your life yet. Here you are, 37 years old, you haven't found that love. So you're like, yo, I got one more. Yeah, maybe we can try again. Try. Maybe we can try again. Be like that sometimes. Evidently, with all of these men out here fathering children when they in their late 40s, 50s, 60s, 80s. I don't know if it was in their plans to do it, but evidently, they didn't take the precautions necessary. You know what I mean? Went up in there, shot up the place. Pew, 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 pew. It was all a dream. Anyway, you should have a no. He was getting his drill on. He was getting his drill on. He's pew pew. Black and Decker, nah, man, this is a skill saw. This is a skill. Black and Decker fell off, even though they bought DeWalt. But it's all good. It's all good. Shout out to all my contractors out there. Y'all know what it is. TK Wright says 80 still trips me out. Yo, come on, man. That shit is extreme. That shit is extreme. Oh, John says, no, you misunderstood. You stuck with that person forever. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Even if you duck out, you still stuck with them. The energy is out there. And the energies and the damn child support court. All that shit, man. You know, it's better to be on the same accord with the one that you have a child with. I want to say the one that you love, but sometimes children are not born out of love. But lust babies ain't no worse than love babies. It was a lust baby. Mommy and daddy just couldn't keep their hands off each other. Yeah. Mommy and daddy just couldn't keep their hands off each other. She got knocked up once, twice, 3 times a baby mama. And I adopt you. I adopt you. Now, an elephant in the room, a certain elephant in the room, are the women out there who refuse to have multiple children by multiple fathers. So sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes that leaves the door open for a trifling ass dude to come back through and shoot up the place one more time or two. So you got 3 kids by a deadbeat nigga. And yeah, if you get no bigger, you would not figure out that you should have chilled. You let him go, shoot up your place, and he will not be around by the time the birth came. Locked up ain't worth a shame. That shit's bad, but you know the chances that you take when you start to get naked. Take off the clothes, open your legs. Yeah, you know how it goes. If you love your baby mama, say yeah. If you love your baby father, say yeah. If you love your baby mama, say yeah. If you love your baby father, say yeah. If you love your ex-husband, say yeah. If you love your ex-wife, say yeah. If you're proud of the decisions that you made, even though you got paid and even got laid. If you oh, you said your triangle still ringing? Fuck that. You know what that does. You know what that does. That made me pick it back up. Let's do a little triangle work. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Once, twice, one time for your BM. One time for the real fathers. One time for the babies, yo. One time, you know how it goes. Brought these babies into the world. You was like 40 years old, but still thorough. And you figured one time, one for the egg. You cracked the egg, baby. You cracked the leg, baby. The baby's on his way. And you like 41, and you ain't really that done. That thing was real hot. You know the onion was hot. The onion was hot. You know the onion was hot. The onion was hot. The onion was hot. Hot onions. I'm just saying. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying something. We about to get on up out of here, y'all. We about to get on up out of here. Let's go ahead and route. Listen, let's get ready to do these birthday shout outs. Let's go ahead and do these birthday shout outs, yo. I want y'all to know in advance, I thoroughly enjoyed myself tonight. This shit hit different. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but we will rock it. Everything will be all right. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious July 10th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. Look at the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. Look at the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. You get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Connie Williams, happy birthday to you. And also, Wanda Pretty, happy birthday to you. And you know what? Unfortunately, I believe... No, wait. All right. And Al Marie McIntyre, happy birthday to you. No relation, but what up, cuz? What's going on? And also Travion Jackson, happy birthday to you. And Bonilla Anyi, happy birthday to you. And Dago Finesse. And my man, grew up right around the corner from me, my man Tyrone Smith, happy birthday to you. And Mark Harris, happy birthday. And my girl go-getter Lavonda Rogers Williams, happy birthday to you. And last but not least, going all the way back to the 1985, my girl Paulette Corsi McQueen. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all, and I hope that today finds you in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious July 10th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. Do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen. Too old to be getting pregnant, too old to be getting somebody pregnant. I mean, who's to say? Who's to say? I said, who's to say? Yeah, who's to say? I said, who's to say? Who's to say? It's your decision, but who's to say? I said, 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 who's to say? No, it's your decision, but who's to say? You might have a baby twins too today. I said, who's to say? I said, who's to say? I said, you might have some twins today, and everybody around the way might have something to say. But and those are children that you father on your own, you gotta take care of them. You ain't got no clone, but sometimes you might be a little on your energy or something, but you have to take it to when it happens, she come through. She's like, I just missed a period or two. Well, you could have told me that like 6 weeks ago. Well, I wasn't really sure, but I'm starting the show. Yeah, I'm really starting the show. How the fuck is you starting the show? We getting DNA tests when it comes, cause you too goddamn the only having a baby, you bum. It shouldn't be like that. 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 Come on, baby, don't act like that. I said, shouldn't be like that. Shouldn't be like that. Yo, it's personal between you and them. Whether you talking about the girl, talking about him, I said, it's personal between you and him. And we gonna work it out. Everything is gonna be alright. We gonna work it out. Everything is gonna be alright. We gonna work it out. Everything is gonna be alright. We gonna work it out. Everything is gonna be alright. We gonna work it out, and everything will be alright. We gonna do this shit. Yo, you loosened up when she was tight. Everything is gonna be alright. You loosened up. You hit a girl that used to be real tight. Everything is gonna be alright. You loosened up. And she used to be real tight. Yeah, loosened up. Loosened up. We out of here, y'all. We are out of here. We are out of here. Yes, we are out of him. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night with another Daily Go Getimism show. And y'all want to come through tomorrow night, because y'all, if y'all thought this was good, if you thought this was fresh, tomorrow, we might have monkeys, swinging around here like the Wizard of Oz. You know what I mean? Gargoyles and shit. Wicked witches of East and West. And I guarantee you that if you like this, if you thought this was fresh, tomorrow you're going to be like, well, god damn, son. How you thought of that? Have a good night. Get some rest. Be here tomorrow, 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be here too. Bells and whistles, all that good shit. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Peace, y'all. Wait. Hold. Blog Talk, we got to get you out of here. Yeah. Wait a minute. We had a call on the line? Hold on. Call it with the last numbers 0297. I'm sorry. I ain't see. Wait, hold on. Let me, before we go, let me check this out.
Hello.
I'm here.
Yeah, this is Ed from Detroit.
Okay.
I won't keep you that long because I know you're wrapping up the show, but I was going to say a suggestion for a really interesting topic for a future show is that North Sentinel Island. And it's not just like one of the last uncontacted tribes. I mean, the history and what's still going on in their current day, it's a trip, man. That was the story you might remember about 4 or 5 years ago. That missionary went on that island to spread Christianity and they killed him. They speak a language nobody even knows or understands. And they estimate anthropologists, if I'm saying the word correctly, that there's about 40 to maybe like 150 of them on this island. It's a territory of India and the Bay of Bengal. And it's really interesting. It dates back to like Marco Polo going around the waters. And then there's some other history with the island and this uncontacted tribe. There has been one video clip on YouTube where there was some people from India, the government sent there, and they gave like coconuts and fruits, and they tried to establish communication, and they were friendly enough where they didn't get attacked, and they gave some fruits and stuff off the water. Mm-hmm. But they have like a 2-mile ban from this island. And it'd be interesting, like their DNA, they don't know, meaning they is like governments, anthropologists. Did these people on this island, was it from a slave ship hundreds of years ago?
because a lot of African slavery was from like going back to like the Middle Eastern days, or today was this just some people that left Somalia area or somewhere in that part of Africa and inhabited this land. I mean, there's a lot of. But if you look up North Sentinel Island, not just some
90 seconds.
Read about it. I mean, it's really, really interesting.
Mm-hmm. Now, where is this located?
Yes, it's about the size of Manhattan. It's in the Indian Ocean, and there's another island near it where a lot of people live, and it's called Port Blair is the major city. But it's a territory that India oversees, the country of India.
Okay.
And they put
60 seconds.
because so many people have been killed. There was a fisherman that fell asleep and their boat came on the island. They killed him on that island, and they're very dark skinned. And then the one reason they try to keep people from coming on the island too is they could tell by their eye color, their eyes, that they're not immune to stuff like we are. So like just the simplest of a common cold or something like that, or I should be more specific, like a germ that we're immune to, that it would wipe them all out.
Okay.
I mean, there's some uncontacted tribes in the Amazon, but nothing that even comes close to how interesting this is. There was a ship. Here's another quick story. And you
10
can see this
seconds.
on Google Maps. It's Google Earth. I'm sorry, Google Earth Maps.
Yeah.
I believe it was 1980 or 81. It was a cargo ship with like about 20, 30 some people on there, and they hit a storm and they ran aground in North Sentinel Island, and they had to call in a rescue and a helicopter to come get them. And then the tribal people on this island attacked the ship. And if you actually go on Google Earth Images and you go North Sentinel Island and you zoom in, you'll see the ship where the water's over it. It is like a full-size cargo ship. And they had to use flare guns and stuff to keep them away. They live basically how I guess you'd say cavemen did, or people in Africa did 300 years ago.
Okay.
I mean, from reading it with I keep saying that word, but the people that have studied them, you know, the information, they're hunter-gatherers. They estimate that they don't know how to even grow crops. You know, it's probably fish and other things that they can get, you know, off this island.
Okay.
It's real interesting. But there's one video clip the government of India put out where you'll see this boat, and there's like two boats went out, and I want to say about 15 people, and they get the coconuts and stuff and give to them, and it's like, wow, when you see this. But when you read about it, whatnot, it's some interesting stuff. It'd make a really good future topic, you know.
It does
for when
sound
the shows
interesting, but how? I need a way to be able to research it.
Oh, well, the first two things I'd recommend is on YouTube, look up, you know, North Sentinel Island, and then you'll see the one video there. There's a bunch of other videos where people are just talking different things about it, but where the boat and the government goes. And the other one is to Google it and pull up like your Wikipedia page, because Wikipedia not only would have that information, but they'll give you really good links of sources about the history of this island and this tribe.
Wait a minute, North what island?
Oh, North Sentinel. It's like Sintinal or something like that.
Oh,
island.
Sentinel. Okay.
It'll be in the Indian Ocean.
All right. I think I found
But
it.
what's fascinating, yeah.
Okay.
It brings up a lot of interesting questions, though. You know, where are these people from? You know, it's obviously their skin color, they came from somewhere in Africa, but like whereabouts, when did they get here? They speak a language. They tried similar. There's a Jawa tribe in another island nearby, and they tried speaking that language to them. I read, and it's still a whole different language. That's what's really the tripped out part.
All right. So I came up with a video for it. I'm going to watch this video and maybe some other videos on it, and then I'll see what we can do. Because that sounds very interesting.
And if you can, Yeah, one other request. Just take a few minutes, go through the Wikipedia page about North Sentinel Island and the tribe. It'll give you a good, rundown on the history and what's going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Thanks, man. I always enjoy your show.
Yo,
Thanks,
I
man.
appreciate you
do a
calling
great
in.
job.
I really do appreciate that, and thanks for putting all of us onto something new. I'm going to check it out and see if we can remix it, do something good with it. But thanks for the suggestion.
All right.
All right.
Yo, thank you. All right. Hey, have a good one.
All right, you too.
Yeah. Bye.
All right. Good stuff. All right, we're going to sign out with that. So I was about to say, all right, what I was going to say was, Blog Talk, we going to get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Thank you so much, last caller, for calling in and suggesting that. It was a little off the cuff, but it was good stuff nonetheless. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Love is love. All right, peace. Oh, wait. Before we haven't, gotta take off our stuff. It's time for y'all to clock out. It's time for y'all to go home. You can go home now. I'm gonna take this. You know what I mean? Take your necklace off your neck. Thank y'all for suggesting that. Thank y'all for looking good, acting good, being good. See y'all tomorrow. Gorilla God King. Can't leave. Can't leave. Live and love and light. Good looking. Yo. Couldn't leave without acknowledging my brother. All right, y'all.